What is this?
It's a live stream review. I've called it the review. Yeah.
Live stream review of the
Or
newsletter.
newsletter review. That's a live
Newsletter review.
stream.
Live. Um, since we're late a little bit and we still gonna be on time and do log out or stop it at the appropriate time, I want to jump immediately into Sloss Tech ad, which I'm not getting paid for. I just want to say that Butch and I were gonna attend the Sloss Tech, which is gonna be happening in Birmingham, Alabama, next month. Actually, next month, yeah, exactly in a month. And yeah, you can buy the general admission tickets, but also I just want to say that there is a Sloss Tech Dev registration only, which is not, I don't want to say not that expensive because who am I to define what expensive is or not? But you will get 2 days of dev talks and speakers and all of that, and you will be able to network and maybe not maybe, but definitely see us as I think it's 26th, right? Yeah, Friday 26th at
It is
9:30.
Friday the 26th.
Yeah,
Yes.
you will see this, but in person. So, yeah, and you will be able to ask questions, but please don't wait a month to go to Alabama to ask us a question. If you're listening right now, you can ask a question while we're talking. We will be happy to reply. That's it. I'm done.
If we see it. I'm trying to monitor all the things, but if not, we'll answer it on the next one.
Okay, so my job here is done. You take away, Butch.
Me take it away. I'm curious what you thought about the hot take.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I
Was it
think
not hot enough?
it wasn't hot enough. But also what I think is, for me personally, the hottest hot take was headlines and launches. 2 months writing automation solely with AI from Todd on LinkedIn. The first
That
post
was
in
hot
your
for you?
that was hard for me because there is a sentence. There is a sentence which made me, ooh, I'm gonna talk
Oh,
about that.
I see. I know what it is.
You know what it is, right? Tell me, what do you think I think is ridiculous to say?
Stop writing scripts.
That the so I mean, no, for the last 10 years, the ultimate career advice for any QA professional has been learn to code. I think that era is, and this is the scariest word, officially over. And this is when I was, huh? What do you
That's
mean?
good.
What do you mean stop learning to code? What? Today is May 25th, 2026, and I should stop, and everybody who's, going into QA should stop. This is where, like, for me, it's a hot take. This is the hotter
Oh,
take
that's
than
definitely a hot take.
what do
Yeah,
you,
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
Again, Todd, huge respect to you. I mean, that's your opinion, right? And I'm going to express mine. You express it on LinkedIn, I'm going to express it here. But I feel that this is epidemic at this point, and and just it gets so contagious with, like, Todd saying this, and then somebody else is like, oh yeah, I saw the guy saying, like, yeah, stop to learn, you don't need to learn how to code anymore. Like, I think this is when it's too early. I think we're all moving to that direction. I think eventually, maybe in 7 years, not earlier, I think there's going to be no code development, really, when everything is going to be happening behind the curtains, and they're going to be, minions running everything, the show and everything. And it will not be hallucinating, and it will be not lying to you, it will be not lying to itself. Like, in 7 years, I think we will get there where we literally won't need to learn how to code, because we will say in plain English or any other language at that point, anybody can be a developer, right? And you will get the product back, and you will, review that, and you don't really need to code. But again, we need a few more years before we can say confidently, stop to learn coding. And not only because of that, because I liked another. We will get to other
Yeah, well,
articles and
like
posts.
let me let me double click on that point.
Go.
So there are certain things that I think, you know, AI can write really good playwright scripts today. But so what is the value in learning how to code or learning playwright today?
First of all, not every company right now is AI friendly, period. We like those people who run AI every day forget this little fact that there are a bunch, not a bunch, thousands of companies across the world which are still not AI friendly. I'm not gonna go.
Yeah.
I know you wanted another. I know you wanted another answer, but I'm just tired to say that. Oh, right now you still need to review AI and see, and maybe implementation. Blah 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 blah. No, I don't want to even go there because I've been saying it every single. You see how hot the take is, because I've been saying that for like weeks now. But I want to take another approach today. Not every company is AI friendly. Telling I have friends kind of who want to become QA, right, and they're like just beginning their journey. I cannot tell them don't learn to code. Like, I just can't. I'm gonna go and say the word stupid. At this point, it's saying a junior QA who's just starting, oh, don't learn how to code, just learn how to talk to AI, learn skills, prompts and structure. I don't know, like, what? No, no. Learn how to code. Today, I will tell learn how to code. Go use AI to learn the code. Use AI to explain it to you. Use AI to finish your. I mean, no, don't use. If you're just starting, don't use the Copilot autocomplete
Yeah.
function,
Yeah.
because you need to learn how to, like, but use AI to learn this. But for now, you still need it. And again, I'm gonna use just one example of that. Companies, not every company is pro AI. Not every company is AI friendly. There is still a lot of regulations around of AI, and nonprofit government companies, we don't know, but they might not be using AI. Here we go.
Yeah. All right. So here's my counterpoint
Let's
here.
go.
I think the thing is, I don't think you have to know the docs inside and out. Like for me, when I learned Playwright, the way I did it was I read the docs and I went and wrote some Playwright code to understand how it worked at like the lowest level. And I do think today, with the tools we have in place, you can get away without knowing every single piece of syntax, but you still need to know, like, there's 20 things that are critical to your knowledge to ensure that AI writes good, like, playwright code. Some of that's around the configuration file, some of it's around timeouts and how timeouts work. Some of it's around web first assertions, which my AI tool wants to write all these like bad assertions, and they're not the kind that auto await with Playwright. Like there's assertions that will just make an assertion, and if it passes and fails, it passes and fails. And then there's other assertions that will try once and try for up to 5 seconds, and those are web first assertions. And if you don't, if you're working with a project that has those old assertion things, the old assertion patterns, the AI is going to see that and it's going to try to mimic that when it's creating new assertions, and bad things are going to happen. So I do think there's like a handful of principles you need to know, but so you don't have to know every single, like, if you don't know how to write a for loop from scratch, hear me out, Sergey. You're going to be okay. Like AI can write that for you. You need to know what a for loop does, though. If you don't, you're going to get bitten for some reason because AI decided to write a for loop when it should have been a different kind of loop.
Yes.
But you don't have to write it from scratch anymore, for sure.
Okay.
I know it hurts a little bit.
I,
Hurts a little bit.
I,
Okay. Sergey,
I'm not taking
Sergey
it.
loves writing code by hand.
Ask me in a year.
Okay. How about in 3 months?
How about 4?
Okay.
In September, when the school
All right,
starts.
September. We're going to ask about
How to
where your
write
thoughts
cool
are
loops.
on learning.
Yeah.
So
But
go ahead.
no, I'm done.
All
I
right.
just
So
want to
we'll
say
bake.
thank you to Todd. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Todd had some good thoughts out there. Now, let me share my screen, and I'm curious what your thoughts were on. Let me just get this window. Where is it? All right, this window hopefully will shrink with stuff. Does that look good?
It is shrinking, yeah.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. I'm curious what you thought about my top section up here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean it was tell me where did you steal it? What was it your like thought original thought? Did you ask AI to do that like where did you find that?
I
The
mean, in
orient.
my searching, look, it's a repo right here.
Okay, so I'll be honest with you. We okay. Uh I thought it was an ad. I didn't
It's not an ad. It's not an ad.
But this is like here you go. This is like 100% UI UX experience right here right now. Go back. Go back.
Okay, let me go back.
So don't forget that you send it to people on Monday, and today is actually a day off for majority of people, right?
It is.
So when I read at 7 a.m. and I go and read all of this, I literally thought it was an ad. I didn't even it was I thought it was an ad for something, and I was like, nah, okay, next.
So you just kept scrolling. You
Yes.
skipped it. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me tell you what this is. This is a skill or a package of skills that's a plugin that you basically install into your repo. You run a orient skill command, and what it does is it looks at your repo, it captures a bunch of information about it, and saves it to a file. And then at that point, you can run this learning opportunities, and it will go and based on the orientation file that it gets, it's going to go and ask you 2 specific questions about your repository that you need to answer or that you can answer. And it's kind of like a self-learning quiz. And the idea here is you can set up this learning opportunities auto. So anytime you make a git commit, you'll get 2 of those questions back. So if you're in the mode of not writing code by hand and writing everything from a prompt, this is like the idea here is you can use this to keep your skills sharp, to understand your code base, and go from there.
No, I read what you said in text. I just skipped the repo completely. But I feel like yeah. So this is that your good point was for those people who work with the multiple repos and frameworks. Definitely an amazing tool, and somebody who just got hired. I mean, it is learning opportunities. It's like onboarding. You just talk to AI and it will tell you what it is and how to get things started.
Yes.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty. Do you want to see it in action?
Oh, listen, always.
All right, let me. It may take a second. So if you've got another article, feel free to talk about it.
Yeah, so I liked the point which was made by, let's see, by Mustafa Ashraf in Tools and Frameworks, AI-driven SDLC harness for Claude Code. He made a very good point about the reviewer fixing the code. And actually, so yeah, I saw UI. Oh my God, I saw AI doing it a few times when I never asked to do that. When I would ask, "Can you please review the file?" and it would go and be like, "Yeah, I reviewed the file," and all of a sudden, I just asked to review, and it decided to give me suggestions, and not only suggestions in written form, but actually going and changing my code Like it would really like, okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, I saw that doing it, when it's like empowered itself, and I was like, hey, chill, I never asked for that. I just asked to review. So he made a very good point to distinguish those things from developer, tester, reviewer when you assign roles, and just be mindful of those. Again, it resonated with me because I was there once. So yeah, that one was good.
Nice. Yeah. Got to be careful. I think I'm not sure how much you've used Claude Code. Are you using that as your daily driver these days?
Nah, I'm still using Copilot
I'm
the
sorry.
majority of the time.
Is there? I, there's not really a way to like auto accept permission, like commits or anything. Is there in Copilot?
No, I don't think I
You kind of
don't.
have to like
Okay, so
approve
maybe
every.
maybe there are
Yeah.
ways, but you again, can you hear how triggered I get about these things? No, I control everything. I still control everything.
I hear
I've
you.
seen
Well,
AI doing again, maybe because it was a few months back, AI was doing weird stuff, and I decided not to trust it anymore. So everything goes through me. Plus,
go ahead.
plus, well, I'm not gonna be saying it on air, but yeah, like now that I'm
That's fair.
not
Well,
supposed
I
to
will
use
just say
AI
this.
and all, but kind
Yeah,
of.
I'll say this for those listeners, those viewers that are trusting AI maybe a little more or want a little less manual activity in your coding or you're working with AI. If you are using Claude Code and you do like a shift tab, you basically have these different modes. You see it down at the bottom changing.
Hmm.
Like plan mode is where you plan. Copilot definitely has this. So it's not writing any code, but you come up with a plan through this. Auto mode is where this is like this is like the new thing people are like defaulting to. And the idea is as long as you're not having Claude do the, you know, commit and push and pull request and merge, like your human checkpoint is once it's done writing all the code versus once it's done writing, the first section of code and you're having to kind of review it all the way through. So depending on where you are in your coding journey and what kind of prompt and context you're providing, auto mode can actually be pretty good. I've gotten pretty good results when I'm using my test automation skill. So I've got it nailed down pretty well where it's pretty specific and I get good results. I don't have to go make a bunch of edits in the current spot outside of like it doing crazy stuff like disabling HTML5 on the page. Like, why are you doing that, Copilot? Or not Copilot, Claude? I told you not to. Well, I told him not to after it did it 2 or 3 times. So, all right. Anyways, let me pop into what we're looking at. Why is my? Oh, I need to say no. Go back. All right. Let's get back to our normal mode. All right. So what we're gonna do here is I've already ran orient here. So I've already created an orientation file that exists. So what I'm gonna do is pass in learning opportunities. I'm gonna pass in orient, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna look at this Playwright API test demo. So this is the one that I wrote those like 18 API test automation articles on back on Playwright Solutions. You remember that one, Sergey?
Yeah, I remember that one.
This is the repo. So it follows a lot of our best practices, what we've done. So, but you'll get a chance to see like what it does here. So it says the orientation covers how this repo is structured, specifically tagging system, data factory patterns. I'm going to say so it's 2 exercises at first. So I'm going to say yes, let's do it.
Hmm.
And I think I'm actually going to have to share my screen. Let's see. Exercise 1. Open these 2 files. Test coverage setup.
Hmm.
Read the whole thing. Lib helpers coverage. Read get endpoint average and get coverage roughly lines 14 to 96. So once you've read through both, it's going to ask, the question is, what does the setup phase do before any spec file runs? And how does coverage tag comment in a spec file connect to the coverage percent that gets logged? That's cool, right?
It's cool because I know what it is. Like I
I
know
know. So
exactly.
do you want to here? We're going to go through this exercise. Let's see, entire screen. I'm going to see. You tell me what to type, and I'll type it.
I'm not gonna be telling you
So
what to
here
type.
is our. Let's see. It wanted us to go to the test coverage setup. Test coverage setup. So this is the test coverage file. Can you see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
So it says read through this.
Okay. So it
All
goes
right.
and gets the documentation, right?
Yeah, it's getting endpoint coverage here. So it's basically calling this function from the function that we're going to go
Okay.
look at. And I think it's checking. Yeah, we'll have to look and see. And then
Oh, you see, I rewrote it in multiple times. And mine
I
doesn't
know,
do that
this
anymore.
is a very old version.
Yeah,
of
this one is a
So,
very old version.
so let's go. But this also has like multiple files. That's why
Yeah.
it's broken down like this. All right, so let's go
Yeah,
jump
let's go
over to
in.
our coverage spec.
Okay. So this one goes actually into documentation, right?
It's fetching the Open
Fetching. Yeah,
API
yeah, yeah.
spec
Okay.
from a URL,
Yeah.
and then it does the get endpoints to set up a
Mm-hmm.
coverage array, and then it
Mm-hmm.
gets coverage. So it's doing like three things.
Mm-hmm.
Let me click into get coverage because I
Yeah.
think you know what the other things do. An old
That's a
iteration.
very old. That's a very old code. Wow, I this is amazing how you see it took us before like 3 files and a bunch of stuff, and now it's
Yeah,
way, way,
you
way
got it down to
cleaner.
one file. But
Yeah,
again, you learned how to do some of this stuff through that exercise.
yeah,
So we learned how to code before AI.
that's
Here we
true.
go.
Yeah, we were learning with like the ugly way, but the ugly way is the only way. My hot take: ugly way is the only way. Go ahead and write horrible code, and then listen. Now AI can tell you what's wrong with it. So go ahead and write your horrible code. Go ahead and write a disgustingly ugly function and then ask AI to fix it. And then you will learn so much, you know.
Yep. So
All right,
here, this is where we're grepping the files, getting the
let's
coverage
just write
tag with value.
something. We taken
All right,
way
let's
too
do it.
long.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
just write. What does she want? What does she want? What does this face set up? Blah 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 coverage coming. It goes into it fetches API documentation and compares with what? Oh, uh, extracts an array of endpoints and checks against our repo file, spec files. And with the coverage tag, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it
Right.
grabs
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
It
Something like this.
compares it fetches the API documentation, Open API spec.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna hit that and see what it comes
Yeah.
back with.
Let's. She said that wrong predictions are also good.
Yeah. Hey, if anything, what's nice about this tool is it's going to give you feedback around what you got right, what you got wrong, what you almost got right. A couple things to sharpen here for
Ugh.
you, Sergey.
Okay.
All right. So it says,
Okay. So it will
that's
be
right.
yeah. Okay. It will go into details. It will
Yep.
go into detail. For those who don't know, so basically what's happening is if you have OpenAI, Open API, I don't know what today was my abbreviations. Open API spec, and you can go. So automation would go there, read the file, gets all of the paths, right? Like get users, post users, do all of those things, and remember them as an array. When we create a spec file, we would put inside coverage tag for, oh, this spec file has coverage tag get users. So in the beginning, when automation starts running, it goes through the spec file. Well, first it goes actually to API documentation, grabs all of the endpoints, all of the URLs, paths, whatever word you want to use, and then goes through every spec file and checks the coverage, right? So it says there should be get user, post user, put user, delete user. But we have spec file only for get and post. So it will be, oh, only 50% covered. 4, 2, 50%. That was just for us to track, coverage. And also what was useful, if a new endpoint would be added in documentation, right, we would know immediately because automation would say, hey, there is an endpoint which needs coverage. And it will literally spit out all the array of those URLs and paths. So yeah, but you could see how magically orient, right? That's what it is.
Yeah, orient helps you learn. Yes.
Yeah. Like it's very nice. So you could see us actually go struggling trying to read, and we gave our best, right, to explain what we think it was because we forgot. and then it said like, hey, go and look here. So that's pretty sick. And the repo is okay for those people who they're very conscious about ads like me, and when they see image they just skip. So if you open AI and QA issue 11, which is today, it's an introduction right before headlines and launches. It looks like a picture, but it's just a embedded link, whatever that is called. And then you click there and, you can install and all of the magic on your, wherever you want to install or not. But to do that, you need AI in QA latest issue. And to get that, you need to go to aiinqa.com. You can subscribe, but also all of the issues which have been previously released, you can find them there as well. Yeah?
That's
well said.
Right.
Couldn't said better. I remember a few weeks ago, somebody was asking us about the test cases. And and I am glad that you today we have a Maret. I think I pronounced it correctly. And she was talking about exploratory testing, as she has experienced it in 10 years of exploratory testing. I won't go through, step by step. And I mean, there is actually a beautiful summary at the end of the post. But basically, you can read it and see what it is, what exploratory testing is doing and how AI is going to be now doing. Yep. Oh, here we go.
I'm going to share it.
You go.
Because the image is good. I like this image. Oh, look at us live down here. I don't know how to make it. Oh, geez.
Oh, my God. That's narcissist in you.
I don't know how to make it go away. All right, there it goes. Click the X button. Yeah, this image was really nice, the way I liked it. So,
do you want to say a few more words instead of saying? But basically, what was happening a few weeks ago, if you were here with us on Monday, somebody was struggling with understanding how to write automation, if there are only test cases or Gherkin and all of that stuff, and we were trying to explain how we do that while we're exploratory testing, or we're exploratory testers. That's what I am, I know. And again, it just Maret is she's done an amazing job basically explaining what they're doing. Like, for example, step 3, writing step-by-step test cases in any other format than automation is mostly unnecessary effort. Recognizing this helps good exploratory testers prompt for results or information instead of test cases, steps to avoid seeing the problems that are still there. So exactly. So when you have the steps, you can, oversee other things. And so things like that. It's very short, post. It's LinkedIn post, so they're not huge, but yeah, loved
It's
it.
good stuff. Yeah,
Good
I
stuff.
love that one. It was a good some good thinking there that applied to
Yes.
our new AI world. So
Yes. Andrei Daronis. That would be the next one.
yep.
From I, as soon as I read you're super duper the best, the smartest QA engineer with 50 years of experience, I was like, that's my man. That's my friend. That's like, listen, Andres. I mean, I can make an assumption that he's from somewhere like from my region, and you can see like we have the same kind of way of expressing ourselves, but he did a good job. He has a the post on LinkedIn post is great. Is a beautiful introduction, which will make you wanna click on the link there.
Oh, you
Which
clicked it? You clicked
I
the
actually
ad?
clicked it on this one. And this one I did click it. And if you we are not gonna be going through the whole
Sure.
article, right? But if you scroll all the way down, this is where what Butch was obviously trying to do, and which we all appreciate, and expand on any of these requirements analysts, for example. Yes, there's beautiful prompt, and what you just, I mean, be careful, read it before copying and pasting
Yes.
anything. We don't know him. He's not our friend. We did
I've been
include
connected
him.
with them on LinkedIn for some time, but
I
yes,
don't know
read.
him. He's not my friend. I just found him in a newsletter, but definitely read through that, and make any adjustments. Make any. I mean, you can read it and don't even copy and paste it. You can read it and get inspired to write your
Yes.
own. But
Yes.
yes, be beautiful. That
And
was one of the top ones of this week.
there's like all of these topics are have lots of good meat in there. So go check it out for sure. All right. I'm gonna take you down to the very bottom. You watched this one, right?
Wait, oh, we're ending. Oh my God. Wait, I just want to say, wait, please, before we start. Um, so LinkedIn posts were are my favorite to read because I open and I see like this much text and I'm like, hey, nice. Read it and I'm like, okay, process it. Some of the articles take time to read, but I personally hate big articles, hate more than LinkedIn posts, but I read it and I absolutely loved it. Okay, Jeff Nyman. I hope it's Nyman.
Yes.
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 Tester stories. AI and testing using local models for testing. Amazing. Amazing. There I love explaining like M5 concept, and he used a simple application to explain how the AI works. Even if you don't work with AI, even if again you're just beginning and starting, this will show you the pros and cons, how to fix cons with a with a crazy with a crazy application. He used testing as a what is it like to how to something with a okay, I don't want to even say those words online because I don't know, maybe CIA will tag me for those. But anyway, just go and read it. Definitely worth it. If you're doing automation, if you're not doing automation, if you're doing AI, not doing AI, it's just a good article overall. Absolutely loved it.
I
Thank
agree.
you.
It's really good stuff. Thank you, Jeff.
Bomb diffusion. That was.
Oh man. All right. Any other articles you want to
No, no,
talk
no,
through?
no. That's it. Hot
All
take.
right.
I mean, it wasn't that hot. I mean, I was like,
Oh,
"Ah."
did you read the comments?
I read the comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot
I
of
found your comment.
yeah, you found my comment?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that hot? What do you think?
I mean, it is hard, but like you see, for me, stop learning to code is the way harder.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
It's way
I
hotter.
can see that. Here, we'll jump into this so people, if you are watching, you're not going to have to go. You
Yeah.
know, still go subscribe to the newsletter. But
Hmm.
this was the Richard's post. No overthinking. I'm looking for raw responses. So customers struggle to keep pace with growing demands. I'm assuming UiPath. I believe that's a software automation vendor that's out there. AI enables developers to create code faster equals more code. Devs revise AI generated code frequently, more change. More code plus more change is more risk to be tested. Yeah, we're in agreement. QA can't keep up with increased volume and velocity. It's like, I think their point is like, you're going to need to buy our tool so you can keep
Yeah,
up.
of course.
So my post, and this is really what I've seen as I've like worked with different companies, and as this development speeds up, I mean it's really logical. Is between 3 and 4, there needs to be a slide that says devs can't keep up with the code reviews because with more code equals more code reviews, and likely this going to like a tech lead or someone who is got to review it to make sure we're not introducing bad practices right into things. So I know that's definitely become a new bottleneck for certain people. And then in step 0, as we generate more code and more things are changed and we have more releases, and you're eventually going to run out of a backlog that is not just an idea, but is a validated idea, meaning I've actually gone and talked to customers and ensured that this cool thing that I think will be cool is actually going to be relevant and useful to more than one person. So I think as things do speed up, right, there will be a new bottleneck on the front end of that. And yeah, we'll be interested to see how it goes. I think by default, you can have 100 ideas really, really fast, right? Especially with AI tools. Like, generate some user stories. Let's go. Like, come on, Claude. Come on, Copilot. But to make sure that those are actually valuable towards an end user, that's where you're going to get some lazy product people and some bad releases, things that are going to upset customers because you didn't go do the research because you're moving too fast. Anyways, this is Butch's thoughts.
True. It wasn't a hot take because, for me personally, because they were leading to it, like, and I read it and I kind of saw it coming. I was like, oh yeah, okay. I don't want to argue with you. Like, it's not that. For me, hot take is like when it's kind of what I think, and then oh, surprise with these. Ugh. Yeah, but I mean, yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on to the fun part.
Let's move on. All right, we're gonna shut things down. I don't know if this is gonna work. I hope it's gonna work. We will see here.
If not, you'll be using your own voice.
Let's just see if let's see if I can get it here. Let's see. We're gonna share this tab, and with audio.
Yes.
Hopefully this works here.
I'm muting
got
myself.
This?
Yeah, I'm muting myself.
All right, here we go. Let's see if it works.
Everyone meet Claude. He's an AI, which stands for absolutely incredible.
Corporate sent us a subscription. Michael bought it a chair.
Claude is here to make everyone's jobs easier. Watch this. Claude, first task, research this.
That's a stapler.
Can Claude track, kill, and dress a mule deer? No? Then I'm not worried about it.
Listen, we all coming there. We're going there. It's for the, can Claude come up with an idea, write code, everything, and release 100% bug-free software? If not, I'm not worried about it.
I like it. Thank you, Dwight.
This is me protecting QA, viewpoint. Yeah, But okay, cool. Well, thank you everybody who joined us. Issue 12 next Monday. We're gonna be here 7 a.m. Eastern. Wait, no, 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central. You do the math for the rest time zones. I'm not trying to discriminate. I'm just lazy. But it's been a pleasure. And we will see you next Monday. Okay, yeah, no, it's here. It's all AI, you know. Come on.
All right, bye everybody. Thank you for